Welcome to Yellow Duck Motorsports coverage here today of the Des West Memorial Rally, starting here at Morisset, New South Wales, Australia, heading off to Freeman's Waterholes for a lunch break, and then on to Wollombi and the finish. What better car to have at the start of the Des West Memorial Rally than the Humpy Holden that Des West drove way back in time. And here it is in all its glory. Unrestored, with all its patina, and what a beast it looks. That's a time in history when race drivers were real race drivers. My goodness, imagine manhandling that around a racetrack in comparison to the soft and fuzzy things of today. My goodness. It certainly is a wonderful sight. And of a similar vein, the real deal as well, what is it, A9X or SLR 5000, not a Tirana expert, so don't quote me. Big V8 monster of a Tirana rally car. This is like the mid-70s sort of Southern Cross era. My goodness, what a beast that would be on a rally track. My goodness, great big V8 power plant. What a sight. Wonderful that it still exists, and it certainly looks like it's looked after. Well, welcome to Yellow Duck Motorsports coverage here today of the Des West Memorial Rally. And here we are at Morisset Showground, New South Wales, Australia, for the start of this touring style rally for classic cars. Bit of a drive in the country really, but good excuse to get that classic car out and take it for a drive. Here we have a Ferrari, which is not actually going in the event, it just dropped in, and that's certainly at the other end of the spectrum of that from that Humpy Holden we had a look at a bit earlier. My goodness, how technology has marched on. Anyway, we have a decent sized field of classic cars entered here in the Des West. Peugeot, Triumph, a few Japanese cars, a few European cars, a good cross section. There's a few modern ones floating around as well, we won't talk about them. And yes, it will be a bit of a drive on the backcountry roads of the Central Coast and Lower Hunter Valley. Bit of a navigational style event, mostly using a route chart to find their way around. Very nice cars. Some are pristine, some are in as used condition, which is all great to see. Oh, what do we have here? A bit of nature.
I'm Chip.
And I'm Paul.
I'm wearing a 240Z. Jeff Warren.
And Glenda.
And we're driving a Toyota Corolla.
Okay, I'm Jeff.
Start again.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Phil.
We're driving a Triumph.
Hi, I'm John. This is Tim.
You're driving Johnny.
World's best navigator. We're driving a 2-litre 82 GTV Alpha.
I'm Ivor. We're driving a 1968 Lotus Elan Plus 2.
And I'm Sally, and I'm going to try and get it in the right direction.
I'm Aaron Lewis. This is my 1960 Carmen Ghia, slightly modified by the expert down in Wollongong, Wayne Penrose. It was his own car for 20 years. Porsche wheels, disc brakes, Porsche suspension, lowered a little, independent rear, and a 2.7 full race T4 engine.
But the main modification is the nut behind the wheel.
Wonderful, yes.
Peter.
I'm the navigator. Yeah. Wonderful, just to come to
And
enjoy.
we're driving a
We're driving this beautiful 504 Peugeot
I'm Peter, my navigator Chris, my sister, we're driving the Audi TT Mark 1.
I'm Chris. And I'm Alan. We're driving a Peugeot.
Well, welcome back to today's telecast of the Des West Memorial Rally. I'm just on my way to the first filming location on Dog Trap Road. I'm shortcutting down the freeway to try and get ahead of the competitors, and so I'll get back to you then. From the start, competitors headed south down through YE onto Yui Road and along to Arimba, and then up Dog Track Road. That would take them up towards Summersby, and ultimately heading towards the lunch break at Freeman's Waterholes, but that's a fair way off yet. Welcome back to Yellow Duck Motorsports coverage here today of the Des West Memorial Rally. Now I'm on Dog Trap Road, which is just near Arimba, and competitors should be along in just a few moments. The weather's not the best today, with showers here and there, so the road's a little bit wet, mostly on the near the start, lower sort of Hunter Valley or Central Coast area. It's not actually raining at this point, but certainly a bit wet. As competitors come along Dog Trap Road. Just going across the bridge there that goes over the freeway. Of course, these sorts of events tend to stick to the minor roads, back roads, country roads. Great roads for old classic cars. Great to see these old classic cars out and being driven. Modern cars have their place, but nothing like a classic car. Feels like you're driving them. These modern things tend to be a bit wishy-washy, a bit soft. Classic car, well, you've driven a classic car all day, you know you've driven all day. Everything's heavier, everything's harder, but they certainly give you that feel for the road. But here we are on Dog Trap Road. It's a very narrow bitumen road, and is here now heading up towards Kulnara, Mangrove Mountain sort of area of the Central Coast of New South Wales. From there they'll go down Bumble Hill and ultimately on to Freeman's Waterholes for a lunch break. Great to see all these classic cars out and about, even in the weather. One of the downsides of the classic car movement is a reluctance to take the car out in the weather. They sort of are worth too much these days, which is a bit of a shame. We'll follow the leader here. The rain held off just long enough for this bit of filming to happen. So they continue on to the next point. Well, welcome back to Yellow Duck Motorsports coverage today of the Des West Memorial Rally. I'm just on my way to the second filming location. I think it's called Springs Road. It's just near Kulnara. I'm on a bit of a time pressure here. I couldn't film all the cars at the first location because then I wouldn't be able to get to the second one. I'm going across country to try and do it. It remains to be seen whether I succeed or not. The weather's come in a bit and it's now raining. The wipers are on. this may hamper my ability to put cameras out on the side of the road. They are old and basically disposable cameras, if you like, but they're still very useful and I don't want to willfully destroy them, so we will see when we get to this point on whether it's still raining there. So I'll catch up with you then. From Dog Trap Road, competitors headed along Wiseman's Ferry Road, ultimately going up through Mangrove Mountain. Welcome back to Yellow Duck Motorsports coverage here today of the Des West Memorial Rally. I'm just near Kulnara on Springs Road, where the competitors will be coming along in just a few moments. Well, the weather turned a bit nasty around this area with rain, sort of heavy-ish in places, but just drizzly in others. Certainly made filming a bit hard. The cameras are inside the car at the moment and not therefore giving very good pictures. My goodness, a very fuzzy view through the windscreen and through the back window of the car. We're going along Springs Road here. It's just near Kulnara, and I'll then head down Bumble Hill, along through Yarramalong and back towards Yuwi Road, the back of sort of Wyong area of the Central Coast. We have a very fuzzy camera view from that forward facing camera. Windscreen's still a bit wet, my goodness. As the weather started to clear away a little bit, but still. Oh, what do we have here? The cameraman getting in the way. Oh my goodness. What's that Quack McMullard think he's doing? What am I doing? Very fuzzy view there through that camera as competitors are heading towards Freeman's Waterholes. Once down Bumble Hill onto Yarramalong, and then along towards Jillaby. A bit of a deviation here and there before ultimately coming out for the lunch break at Freeman's Waterholes. Welcome back to Yellow Duck Motorsports coverage here today of the Des West Memorial Rally. I'm just travelling across country on my way to Wollombi to the finish. Competitors are doing a different route altogether. I'm on what I would call the Wollombi Road, but that's not its proper name. Very twisty, turny piece of road. And so anyway, I'll catch up to you at the finish. After lunch, the route took competitors up through Kitchener and on to Paxton, and then on to Wollombi. It was a short sort of run after lunch as competitors headed towards Wollombi, and here we are at Wollombi. We have competitors arriving at Wollombi. Now Wollombi is a very small little town in the Lower Hunter Valley area. It has a pub and a few houses and not much else. Famous for the birds that live in the swamps around the town, commonly called flasher birds, as they sort of flash their rear ends as they sort of walk along, flicking their tail. How many U-turns did we do today?
No U-turns.
No U-turns?
No U-turns. We got it right.
My goodness, well done.
We had to go reverse once.
Good stuff.
Oh, there might have been a couple of U-turns. There might have been, yeah.
Oh, the honesty's coming out. Wollombi's a popular sort of destination for the motorbike community who often use Wollombi Road as a bit of a Sunday drive. There's a pub here at Wollombi that's very popular for stopovers, have a lunch break, and I suspect a few of the competitors will be heading there after this. So how many U-turns did we do today? Honest?
One.
One? That's better than everybody else.
Might have backed up twice.
The Des West Memorial Rally is the second event for the Australian Historic Rally Group's events here this year, 2024. The next event is the Heart of the Hunter in August. How many U-turns did we do?
We didn't do any actually.
Oh, really? Is that honest reply
That's
then?
very honest actually.
I've got a real good navigator now.
Well, that's
We did more of the navigation than actually answering the question.
following the Heart of the Hunter. The Australian Historic Rally Group will be running the Evan Green Rally, and then towards the end of the year the Christmas Run, which will keep everyone busy through the year, getting out and driving their classic cars around the Hunter Valley, the great roads of the Hunter Valley. So how many U-turns did we do today?
None.
None? We've been honest.
Oh, no, sorry, we did do one.
One. And was the dog any help?
Sorry?
Was the dog any help?
He was hyper vigilant and kept us on the right track.
The weather here at Wollombi has turned out to be quite fine. There's threatening clouds in the background, but not threatening enough that it feels like you're about to get rained on. It seems that the Central Coast was where the rain was. Competitors are relieved to be out of the rain. Classic cars are not the best in the wet weather. They tend to fog up and leak, and generally make the driving experience a little bit more challenging. But that's part of owning a classic car, the great adventure that it is. Never know whether you're going to get there or not, and you certainly have to live with a few drafts, a few leaks, and and everything else that classic cars offer you. As mentioned earlier, the next event on the Australian Historic Rally Group's calendar is the Heart of the Hunter. Now, the Heart of the Hunter is an all bitumen navigation event, route chartered, and tends to be the most popular event on the AHRG calendar. Gets the biggest field. Traditionally starts at Freeman's Waterholes and ends up near Cessnock and travels around the Hunter Valley. Different route every year, of course, so I'm sure everyone will be looking forward to competing in the Heart of the Hunter in August. Well, that's just about it for this year's Des West Memorial Rally, as the last few competitors are arriving here at the finish in Wollombi, and no doubt they'll all head over to the pub to tell tales about their rallying adventures, and those tales will probably get more elaborate as time goes on. How'd you go today?
Sensation.
How many U-turns did we do?
One.
One?
Yeah, we did.
Would that pass the witness test in the court, you know, hand on heart? One?
Yeah, only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
No, it was a bit of fun.
Well, that's about it from me and today's telecast of the Des West Memorial Rally. I'm Quack McMullard. Bye for now. Starting here at Morisset Showground, and then ultimately to the finish at where's it finishing? And then on to Yarramalong, and not Yarramalong, you bloody idiot. And then heading off for a lunch break at Freeman's Waterholes, and then on to the finish at where the bloody hell's the finish? And then on to Wallenby and the finish. It only took about 6 goes to do that. I'm on Springs Road, just near Cull.